Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guests today are from the upcoming show at the Gilded Pear Gallery, opening this Friday. Lauren Tucci from the gallery. Lauren, welcome.
Hi, Dennis.
And artist Mary Zeran, who is the subject or the provider, I guess, not the subject, I guess.
The
Yes, it's
subject.
all just portraits of Mary. No,
Oh,
the exhibit is
good
titled.
God. I'm sorry.
The exhibit is titled Mission Happiness, and it features Mary's work. Mary, nice to see you. Welcome.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
Great. So, Mary, this has been a big year for you. Pandemic and everything aside, you're just coming off a retrospective show of the 10 years of your work as a full-time artist at the Museum of Art, and then diving right into this one. So, before we go any further, talk to me about, doing multiple pretty big shows all in the span of a few months.
Well, that can be a little stressful because it's all this other stuff besides just making work. There's promotion and making sure you're on time and getting people paperwork like artist statements and stuff. But
Annoying interviews.
well, I like talking to you, Dennis, but yeah, all that other stuff that kind of distracts you. But it's been really juicy for me because showing at the Cedar Rapids Museum of Art was so exciting and thrilling for me. And also seeing my work through 10 years, I got to see things in a different way and go, oh, I really liked when I did that. Maybe I'll use that again. So yeah, it's been really thrilling. Yeah.
So tell me about this exhibit. How is it different? How is it similar to the one that just closed at the museum?
Well, there's a fair amount of what would you call archival work that I had an art storage for a while. So there's a mini retrospective in the show, but there's also a series of prints that I did during the lockdown. And I'm really interested in those because I was freaked out about the pandemic and I had all this nervous energy. And so I worked it out in the prints. And so they're really spontaneous. I made them really quickly. There wasn't a lot of thinking or overthinking, just like going for it.
You've had the unique chance now coming up on twice of looking at your earlier work and looking at your newer work. And you said there were some things that you noticed. So tell us about some of the things that you've picked out as to how things have evolved or changed or maybe stayed the same.
Well, my first work had a lot more organicness about it, a lot of just very painterly brush strokes, and just felt really spontaneous and exuberant. And then as I moved forward, things got more geometric and more hard edge and more about pattern. And so I'm really interested in bringing back some of those painterly aspects that are more about mark making and things that don't look so slick, have more history in the background, more brushstroke stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm really interested in bringing back.
What I'm kind of hearing is, you're thinking about maybe in your early work, you felt things were a little bit tentative as you were trying to figure out, what your style was. Then you dial into that as time goes by, but then you think to yourself, well, now it's almost a little too slick. I need to get back to that more, not quite so sure of myself and what I'm about kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I am also interested in this idea of combining the uncertainty with the slick, because there's like a really nice contrast that happens that, I don't know, it just feels really interesting to me.
The exhibit opens Friday, December 11th, and will continue into January. Yes, Lauren?
Yes, January 23rd.
And of course, the gallery continues to, operate in kind of a hybrid model. So for those who aren't aware, tell us how we can see stuff, online, in person, how all that works. I know that the gallery has just been through a little bit of a closure because you did have COVID go through, but hopefully you're on the other side of that. And I'm sure that everyone affected has quarantined and you have sanitized and cleaned and disinfected to within an inch of your life.
The gallery has been very sanitary. We clean the gallery every day at open and after every appointment. To see the gallery currently, you can make an appointment to come see Mary's show. That way we just have a heads up and we won't have anything else slated in the meantime. However, we'll accommodate walkthroughs or walk-ins, but we'll be limiting people coming into the gallery. We have a doorbell system that's been working for the entirety of the pandemic, so we'll just continue on with that. But the gallery is open 10 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday, 10 to 2. So that's when you can see everything. And then Mary's show will be up and available to view online Friday. So.
And are you going to be able to do any, online conversations or artist talks or virtual tours as you have in the past with Mary?
Yes. So on Thursday, we'll give everybody like a sneak peek on our Facebook Live. It'll just be me and Susie walking through the gallery. And then on Friday evening at 5:30, we'll be talking with Mary from her studio, and she'll get to kind of go into each piece and get to talk and answer questions with people live. We're asking that people use an RSVP or just contact the gallery if you would like to participate in the artist talk. That way we don't have to open up the Zoom link to anybody who wants to maybe cause a problem.
Sure.
As it's known to happen fast.
Right. How do people do that then?
It's available on our website on Mary's exhibit page. And this week it will be available on our homepage for easy finding. And then there's also a Facebook event that has been created for Mary's Artist Talk.
It's Mission Happiness, which we can all use a little bit more of these days, opening Friday the 11th at the Gilded Pear Gallery with Mary Zeran. Thanks again for joining me today, Mary.
Thank you.
Lauren, thank you as always, too. And if people want to visit, they can stop by or make a reservation or whatever. And your website again is?
gildedpeargallery.com.
Thanks very much. You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or using your favorite podcast app. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.